Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I'm your host, Rita. So, first of all, I want to tell you the reason I'm in the sports bra is because it's too damn hot. I mean, outside it's cold as hell, but inside it's about 120. I don't know what it is. So, tonight I'm going to be reviewing the Monticristo espada for you all. Me and Aaron reviewed it a while ago. Bless his heart, I still miss him. Wednesday it'll be 3 weeks that I've been without him. 3 weeks. Between Johnny Sticks and Amy keeping me going in prayers, I don't think I would have made it. So, I was just sniffing the wrapper a minute ago, and I'm picking up some faint hints of dry hay and earth. That's it. So, um, I thought tonight would be a good night to review this cigar. Again, it is for Aaron. Um, so I am reviewing it in the name of Aaron and for love. So, first of all, apparently, talking about the cigar itself, I'm just covering up a bit so you guys don't need to think, I'm a whore or a slut. Johnny Sticks knows it's different. It's just too damn warm, and I was getting ready to go back to bed, but I decided, after doing a thought about it. And by the way, tonight's pairing is Old Foresters, which is half gone because I drank some before dinner, after dinner, and I passed out. So, Monticristo Espada is one that I wanted to re-review, and I told you all I want to re-review the Monticristo Espada Stoke, which is a torpedo shape, which didn't do too well on my radar. It was a good flavored cigar. It's just I'm hoping that it was just my humidor and Aaron's, not Mike's humidor over at Evergreen Smoke Shop. So it says here that the Espada is we do know it's an Altatus blend, is what I understand. Altatus owns made this, but it says here that the tobacco grower and cigar maker Nestor Placencia struck a deal that made this. The Grupo de Maestros went to work, creating the perfect blend. So it says with the espada means sword. So it's Nicaraguan origin. It is, this is, I believe, it should tell me right here if it does. It is um, it says here it is just a Gerard or whatever. So, a guard. So it's a Toro, 6x50. So, it says here it's a Nicaraguan cigar. Origin Nicaraguan, so it says it's got a gorgeous Habano wrapper from 2010 grown in Jalapa, Nicaragua. Underneath is an all Nicaraguan blend of bold, well-aged long fillers from Jalapa, Amatepe, and Candega were specifically selected for their strength. So, I'm not going to read you everything, but it says it received 92 rating and etc. So it's my job to give you guys the rating. That's why I'm the cigar reviewer. So, um, for that. So, with that said, let's just pop out my birthday lighter that Johnny Sticks gave me, which I'm doing right now. Thank you, Johnny Sticks, and let's light the fires and kick the tires and see how well, or kick the tires and light the fires. Um, so far, I've been wanting to save this for a rainy day, and I figured today, Friday night, to talk a bit about Aaron, and how I miss him, and how my heart goes out to him. I copied a music CD for MP4. It's My Heart Goes On by Celine Dion. And before I go to bed, if I finish this one up properly, for some of you out there, I might smoke the H. Upman, excuse me for a second, the H. Upman Banker. So, just so you know how it smokes. So, on that aspect, I want to thank my family out there, including Amy and Johnny Sticks, for keeping me together after all these weeks of losing Aaron. It's not easy. So thank you. First of all, bucket of smokes. Monticristo is one of those blends that you can love or hate. I find the Monticristo line to be very good. Aaron said it was pretty expensive for one place, but the guy was charging the coffin box with the tubes, or the glass tubes, was charging the right price for the Monticristo Epics, which was a very good cigar, and I'd love to re-review it soon, which I might do it by January, February. Maybe New Year's resolution is to try some Monticristos for you all. This cigar was purchased by me this month in memory of Aaron, so that's why I'm doing this cigar for you all. So far I'm picking up hints of cedar. There's a flavor I'm picking up. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just amazing. Sometimes when Aaron was, around doing reviews, he'd be like, the secret special of the cigar is a, let me fix this because I'm kind of upset that the cigar is, there we go. I think that works, right? Yes. He would say something like, the secret to the cigar is it tastes like a vegetable or something. And I don't know, but this cigar is just, amazing. It is a Monticristo. For some of you out there, I have a story for you about Aaron and cigars. I think I told you this, but I'm in the mood, tipsy as I am with bourbon. Aaron, when he died, and I had to clean his place out thanks to the manager and his dad, which I don't mind Poppy. I love Poppy as my own father. I went through and I found a little dresser that he bought for about $200, and the 3 drawers was filled with nothing but cigar wrappers. Purely cigar wrappers, just stacked up to the top. I said, I should have taken a picture for you all, but, my words are good enough. But, I should have taken a picture to show you what he was doing with his wrappers. He was going to count how many cigars he smoked, even in bundles of 20. And he also was going to laminate each one for me and him to put on the door. I got his laminating ones, but you know how it goes. A neighbor of mine got me about 10 boxes, so I got enough boxes to pack up till Wednesday. Then I'll know what to do. Right now I am kind of upset because, there's 2 bills left that's outstanding, and I'm doing my best. So, and by the way, for some of you out there, I had to buy some groceries. And I'm not feeling too well, and I'm going to be honest, blatantly honest with you all. You are my cigar reviewers, even though you followed us over from Aaron. I've not been feeling well, so I've talked to doctors. They're going to put me in a barrage of heart tests to make sure my heart's fine. I've just been feeling kind of weird in the head, and, as Aaron would say, kind of funky, so... or odd. So I got everything lined up. As long as I go to these doctor's appointments, I should be fine. As you know, I'm packing up everything, but I have help loading the truck and unloading the truck. I just physically can't do it all myself anymore, and I know my limitations. So hubby Aaron knew that the limitations were there. And this, by the way, is my wedding band. It's on my finger. I love my wedding band, and I love my hubby, so far this cigar has got good flavors, good output. the flavors. There's this flavor I just can't pick up, put on paper, you know. I mean, it's got a unique flavor. I would say this is a medium-bodied right now cigar. I would say, now one of the flavors I'm picking up is light, toasty Lajero. So, stay tuned for the halfway point, and we'll see how this matches up. And I hope you all are happy to receive, the reviews I do, because frankly, I love doing reviews for you. And frankly, let me just show you, just for the record, this box, or Tupperware, is all the cigars that I got to review for you. And I am way behind schedule. So even if I do 2 cigar reviews a day, I'm not going to be pulling out, getting them all done by end of year, because where I moved to, there is no way to smoke. I will check into the smoking thing for you and get back to you on that after Tuesday. So in the meantime, stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Welcome back to the halfway point of the Monticristo Espada. This isn't the Estoque, this is the original. I reviewed the Espada Estoque. I'm trying to get another Estoque soon to re-review, because I was very disappointed of how the wrapper came undone. It was an awesome smoke and an awesome flavor, so I gotta give Nestor Plasencia props for making a very good cigar. By Altatus, I believe, who makes Monticristo, H. Upmann, and Romeo and Juliet. You guys make some good cigars. This cigar is just fabulous, you know. And I was just laughing at something, because Aaron's dad is my father, and his daddy, and I'm his little girl, basically, as in daughter-in-law. And let me just share something with you that I thought was funny. Now, my father-in-law is a excellent man, okay? He got a working copy of the death certificate, which is not the, it's just a filing copy, I believe. They don't have, it's not done. It's just working copy. But what made me laugh about the death certificate being Aaron's wife was, we did our marriage vows on, in the name of God, and, and I wear my wedding band with pride and love. And it's what made me laugh completely about this. Even though we weren't legally married, he didn't want me to lose my disability, so we did it his way. What I loved about it is, it says right here, usual occupation, cigar tester, kind of business or industry, tobacco industry. It made me laugh as laugh can be. Then it talks about, etc., and it basically shows who was the coroner, etc., blah, blah, blah. But it was certified on 8/26, but it said he died on 8/23, which means he died in the evening, just like the coroner told me. So I thought you'd get a kick out of that, all because it says medical examiner. So, no, kick out of the fact it's a cigar tester. That would be awesome when I go and it's a cigar tester, just because I think that would be really cool. So, I will be, I do want to say this has been burning just slightly wonky, so I'm going to fix it, but otherwise it's been burning on a razor. So, let's get to the flavors, so, you guys don't think I'm just wasting time. But I thought Johnny Sticks and Amy and Desert Smoke Review and the rest of you would get a kick out of the working copy that said cigar tester. in the cigar industry. That is just totally awesome. So, it's changed over. I've done a retrohale by mistake yet again, but I'm getting used to it. I think Aaron's getting into me and doing the retrohale for me, so possessing my body. Maybe he likes possessing a body that has boobs. I don't know. Poppy, it's just a joke, so don't just take it lightly. But it's got good smoke output, and you changed over to a cedar oak combination. I mean, this cigar is just fabulous. And I find the flavors to be tasty, you know. I mean, for the halfway point, it's really good. It's good pairing with bourbon. And I think some of you out there watching me drink this, I use the shot glass first, the soda as the chaser. That's how I do it. I find it to be good. Scotch, on the other hand, you need to drink it on the rocks. However, some of you out there know that I find Grand Royal to be a good rye whiskey. Now, most Canadians, since I know a lot about whiskeys, is a rye based. I believe bourbon is too, but don't quote me. Someone that knows that, let me know in the comments below. So far the flavors are great. Complexity is great. And this cigar I bought for a memorial of Aaron. Now, the other night, I just gotta say, story time for you real quick. I was crying and I broke down, and again I said, why is it that I lost my hubby? That's what it was. So, I'm hoping to talk to Johnny Sticks soon on the phone, just to let him know how I'm doing. And he knows in videos. He's been so slammed with other things that apparently Johnny Sticks, being a brother of the leaf, hasn't been able to order his cigars that he likes. So, Johnny, if you're watching this, take some time for yourself, man, because you deserve it. So, I will be reviewing another cigar that is a review in memorial of Aaron, but it is after this, and it is what Johnny Sticks provided, which is for Aaron, the H. Upman Baker. I don't know which one it is. I will look it up and grab it, but it's going to be smoked tonight. Then I'm going to take a nap. Then when I get up, I got to watch a parade out on my porch, by the way. Even though I got duplicate cigars in the duplicate box, I'm just going to tell you there's a guy, story time again, that was harassing me. I'm dying, you can't let her smoke cigars. Well, the manager said you can smoke them on the porch. Well, at this time of night, he's sleeping, so I don't give two F's or flying fudges if he's complaining. Because I usually burn incense, but tonight I didn't because I got up around 12:20, 12:30, 12 o'clock, somewhere in there, and I messaged my neighbor and said, you ready to walk the boys? She's an older woman, about 65, and she's been holding me together, so I want to thank her. So, there you have it. But I'm going to smoke a cigar while watching the parade in the morning, or I should say in about 6 hours, which I was going to check online to see if the parade was going this year, because we had a Christmas parade when we moved in, and the Christmas parade is gone. So, there you have it. So, anyways, other than that, everyone, I am trying to get things moving along. So, you know how it is. So, I asked my neighbor if she wants to go with me or not. I can meet up with my cousin I've never met on Tuesday. Otherwise, I'll be going with her. And I get bored going to places like Hastings for their closeout sale because I'd rather be doing something else. Because I'm going to have plenty of time on Tuesday, I think I might spend some time with my cousin if he's got the time. and just talk to him about things. My aunt's worried about me. My uncle is just like, take it easy, So, my cousin offered to help load and unload the truck. I'm not going to deny him that. I also told him I'd take care of pizza for him. I don't know if he smokes cigars or drinks. I know he said in one of his Facebook posts, I wonder what happens if I empty a whole bottle of vodka. Well, story time once more before I turn off, because this is a memorial of Aaron and I'm doing cigar reviews for Aaron. Is first year I was living with Aaron in my apartment with him. Before, not this apartment, but the original apartment we started with. He got mad one night at me being his wifey, and he decided to drink a bottle of vodka, a bottle of port wine, and a bottle of sherry wine. I woke up in the middle of the night. He was not hugging the toilet, but he was hugging the linoleum. He left a nice, large pool of vomit. The time I told him, dude, clean it up. I don't want to walk in it. So I had to go get some, loafers to walk around. And so eventually he staggered out and he tried to get to the laundry room, which had the bucket and the mop. I went and got it, and I said, here you go, clean it up. I went back to bed. When I woke up, about 8 hours later, he was apologetic to me, saying, sorry, honey, I'm sorry I got mad at you. I drank too much, and he inhaled a lot of alcohol. He had alcohol poisoning. But I've never seen half the floor covered in just Aaron's vomit. So, there you have it. Don't picture it. Just think about it. Hubby was a unique man. So, 11 years we've been married, and I just want to say we've had our ups and downs, but we never faltered each other. I was on the bus today, and the bus driver, another story time, said, hey, I heard from the guy that lives above Aaron, or below Aaron, that because we slept in different apartments because Aaron snored. He was a true definition of a Southern gentleman. His family's from Kentucky, so he's like, my condolences. Well, one of the ladies I talked to a while ago on the bus said, why do you have Moppy? I explained it. She says, you're joking me. I said, do you think I'm joking? I just came from a Mexican restaurant. I caught the bus. I'm going home. Another bus driver asked me where Aaron was, and I told him, and he said, well, that he died of what? Heart attack? I said, yes. That's what the preliminary coroner said. Well, he shouldn't be eating all that fatty greases and cholesterol from chicken, so, I said he didn't deserve it. We don't know what we eat that can kill us. Well, the most beautifulest man right now in my life is Poppy, and Poppy said to me, darling, it didn't say darling, but I know how he feels in his soul. Darling, I'm worried about you because I have nothing but chicken in the freezer. Aaron and I was living on chicken. Well, Aaron's no longer around, so I will continue this for the final third, and I will give you the last story, but before I log off and refill my glass and fill the shot glass up, I want to tell you about the other bus driver. I got on. Bus driver looks at me and says, hey, where's your significant other? I said, my husband. He said, okay, where's your husband? Dead. Bus driver's driving along, and he finally says, how did he die? Massive heart attack. I didn't expect it. And I told one of the bus drivers the entire story, what happened with the clinic basically telling him, you're not dying, park it. Well, he was just like, that is just BS. Well, the guy looks at me and he says, how long have you been with your husband? 11 years. He was driving the bus. When I got off, he looked at me and he says, Rita, my condolences. I love your husband as a brother. He's a Christian minister himself, and he says, I know words don't mean much, but I feel for you. And I feel for you in every detail. Same guy was going to help us move my TV over up here, but his group called Serve Quincy, who's a church group with works with other churches, said moving a TV isn't that Christian-like, and they wanted to supply money for electric bills and etc. Well, I just needed help with moving the TV. So I had another guy who I know, who's a friend of mine, who works at the food bank, who basically said, "My apologies, let me help you." So he basically moved the TV. Well, when the TV died, Aaron and I put on layaway a PlayStation 3 for Christmas and a new TV. This TV is partially Aaron's, but with Aaron's passing, well, it's my TV. But in my heart, Aaron was a Southern gentleman across the board. So I love Aaron, and I will always love Aaron. Like, I might do another video update with Aaron's pictures, but I might do Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Always Go On." So, with that said, please please wait for the next part of this video. Thank you, and wait for the final third, which is coming up. Welcome back to the final third of this Monticristo espada. I'm sorry if the video's a little longer, but it's, somewhat story time by itself. And I just want to say, that Aaron was a great husband, and I usually submitted to him as he was my husband, and I followed the book of the Bible, and he's like, "Woman, submit to me." So I did. But deep down, I love Aaron no matter what. And some things that is pretty bad. So, just to let you know, I'm smoking this and trying to review it, so give me a second. So, first of all, it's got some toasty oak notes, cedar notes, and while we're talking, I'm filling up the lighter with fluid from my lighter. So there you have it. Tank's almost empty of this, but that's okay because hubby left plenty for something else. I'm not gonna go take a nap until I finish doing the other review. I've been sleeping weird hours, so Poppy, you're watching this, I just want to say to you, to Johnny Sticks, to Amy, to Nick Crawley, and the rest of you, I've been feeling kind of odd. Like Aaron said in his videos, mostly it's in the head. And I think it's either me drinking too much or I'm not feeling too well. So let's just hope the good Lord delivers me and I live a righteous, long life. But you know how it is. So first of all, I want to thank Poppy for sending me a working copy of the death certificate. Cigar review and tester, that was just cool. Aaron loved his adult candy, and I'm continuing on for him. So in the final third, like I said, I'm still picking up hints of oak, cedar, light Ligero, and pepper. Maybe a little salt too. But you know what? Cigar testing is a great, great hobby. And it pairs good with soda and bourbon. So, the next review I will be doing is the H. Upmann Banker. This cigar was bought by me, so I'm reviewing it in the memorial of Aaron. The next cigar I review will be the H. Upmann Banker. That was provided to Aaron by Johnny Sticks, and since Johnny Sticks said, "Smoke 'em if you got 'em," I'm not going to sit back and review a cigar. I'm not going to sit back and not review a cigar, I should say, because frankly, any cigar that I have to review singly is going to be reviewed instead of smoked in, just because. Now, I did screw up the Smoking Monk Porter, but that was because I was on the phone that night, 3 hours with Poppy. So the only smoking monk I got left that will mix good with the beer is a Half-Weizen. So, but any cigar I smoke that Johnny Sticks or Amy provided, I will be reviewing for them in memory of Aaron. So, I hope you all understand. For some of you out there, Johnny Sticks might be asking, or Amy, I am a girl that likes bourbon. Mostly I like Kentucky Straight Bourbon or Kentucky Straight Bourbon Sour Mash. Those are my choices. But I will tell you, I was shopping for bourbon, another story time, and I was looking for something to drink to review with my cigars because it's bourbon and it's Friday night, Saturday morning now. And Aaron was the guy who loved girly drinks. Doesn't matter if he was a guy or a girl or both or whatever. I mean, Aaron was loved by all. And he liked his vodka. So I got vodka and orange soda. But right now I don't have it available because I'm not tapping into the vodka. And I don't plan to drink the next 15 to 18 bottles of beer that I have until next week, or I try to. So I'm drinking bourbon. Well, I didn't expect to drink 3/4 of a bottle in less than 24 hours. But you know what? This is in memory of Aaron. So if my brain cells are being dead because of it, who cares? The main thing is I love Aaron, and Aaron was everything to me. Another quick story time message for you, and Amy knows this, Johnny Sticks doesn't. Johnny Sticks sent a Temple Forks Outfitter Lefty Cray signature to Fly Rod, which was an 8-weight for steelhead and salmon. Aaron was looking forward to learning to fly fish. Well, now I gotta figure out how to fly fish with Moppy. Excuse me, that's not ladylike. In tow. But I will tell you that the man that I love wanted a St. Croix. That was his dream rod. And I plan one day to get St. Croix and post it on YouTube, showing that I did and fulfilled what Aaron wanted. So, let's get back to the cigar. Plenty of smoke output. Great taste. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry if it took me 24 hours or so to upload the last 2 videos, but I've just been busy packing and getting prepared to move and panicking on where I'm going to get the boxes. I told a neighbor that last resort I will buy boxes and package up things. She said, hey, we know we can get you some banana boxes. Just put a couple cookie sheets on the bottom. Put Aaron's pots and pans in it or your pots and pans in it. And you're good. Well, Aaron was always good to me, you know. And I was good to him. We were the perfect couple. There's a girl downstairs. Her name's Evelyn. Who lives next door to Aaron. Who said, hey, where's Aaron? And I said, he died. She said, I heard the rumors, but I didn't want to hear it until I heard it from you, sweetheart. She always called me beautiful, gorgeous, babe, hottie. And I told her, and she's like, I'm so sorry for your loss. Well, I'm friends with her, and she likes her beer, so I said, when I get settled in, why don't you come to Moses Lake, we'll have a couple beers, or we'll go to a bar and have a couple beers, and we'll just talk. She's a sweetheart. And Aaron knew that even though Aaron was my husband, Aaron knew if I was going to marry again, he knew it would be a woman. But Aaron was always there for me. Aaron pulled a lot of strings for surgery, etc. Now, while I'm wearing a sports bra, for some of you out there in this top, Aaron had to break the news to me, and I will tell you the story real quick. I was in a hospital and I went and had my boobs done. These are implants, by the way. And Aaron said to me, "Darling," the doctor came in to me and I was sitting there and I just finished having a 2 hot dogs and 2 chicken sandwiches from Burger King. And I said, "Well, where's mine?" He said, "Well, if I gave you 2 chicken sandwiches and 2 hot dogs, you'd be farting." Plain and simple. Chicken, beef do not mix with me. So the beautiful man like Aaron said that, and then I said, "Well, no problem." Well, he told me this 2 days later when I was like, the doctor was rude. I yelled at the doctor and I said, I may be mentally disabled, and I might need a helper to help me understand things. But who's getting the implants? Aaron or me? My insurance paid for the implants, but let me just say, for Aaron's record and for Johnny Stick, Amy, Crawley, Dee Dee metal detectors, and the rest, here's the story. The doctor talked to me sitting in the center room. Picture this chair as the center of the room. Aaron was in the corner talking and asking questions about cancer, breast implants, and etc. Well, I had gummy bear implants. These are the newest implants, or by Natrell. Well, I chose 550 cc implants. I got 470. The doctor wanted 300 and then 400, and I said no, 450. Aaron said the 450s looked great. Well, when the doctor realized when he was sizing me in the operating room, 570. Well, before I went to sleep, he and I went head and head, and I said, "Hey, you may be talking to Aaron, but I'm getting the implants. He's not getting implants, because if he got implants, well, that's a different story." So, when I woke up, I was in a room with a woman who said the doctor did a good job and your insurance will cover it. Well, she doped me up with like so much meds that within 30 minutes I passed out with all these meds from pain. I didn't know I'd be constipated and need medicine for pushing out logs and etc. No offense to any of you. So, 2 days later in our hotel room, hubby says, "Here, hon, I got this card for you. The doctor told me that he couldn't put 550cc implants in you, but he gave you 470s. So the day I went in for the follow-up, I was getting ready to tell the doctor, "Why didn't you tell me?" Instead, he's wearing hospital scrubs, getting ready to do an operation, and he says, "Your breasts look good. Once they drop, you're going to be happy. In the meantime, let's take the drainage tubes out," and he didn't say anything. Well, I was angry. He goes, "I just had implants. I chose 550s, which would have been a full D cup. I'm a C cup, by the way." And he didn't say anything. I told him, "Make him natural if you can." Well, guess what? He gave Aaron a card, and Aaron delivered me the card 2 days later for the implants. And so Aaron said, "Don't worry, they're going to look great." So while I went through TSA to go home, they checked me, said, "You're clear." They put me in a wheelchair and wheeled me to my terminal. TSA wheeled me to my terminal. Aaron had to deal with Moppy and our baggage. What happened? Nothing. We got home, and the night we landed in Seattle, I stayed in a hotel that we stayed in before we left, and I was tired, so I fell asleep. But while I was recovering from breast augmentation, which Aaron thought it would make me look better, I had a grand slam homer I believe it was from the Cleveland Indians. And then when we got into Seattle, it was from the Seattle Mariners. Bottom line is, Aaron was a sweetheart. So we went to Portland. We looked up doctors. We got everything taken care of. The doctor said, "No problem. I'll do your facial surgery." Aaron wanted me to look more cute. So, but Aaron loved me. He did everything for me. So, bottom line, Aaron was a sweetheart. So, with that said, Aaron was there for me. So now I feel alone, abandoned, and taking care of Moppy and Blizzard, myself, and Aaron's property and everything. So there you have it. So with that said, everyone, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. If you smoked this or you haven't, please let me know. Don't tell me I'm a drunk. Don't tell me I'm stupid. Don't tell me I'm a moron. So that's all I ask. Thank you, and enjoy every puff.